Testing. Okay, people, welcome back to another Whoosh review.
It's like he said this before. And for all of you out there who may have seen, some of our recent podcasts and reviews where we talk about Marvel Legends, we're here to remind you that there is a lot more to this channel than Marvel Legends. We are diverse
if they watch this channel.
What we do. And you may not know it. We also enjoy Star Wars.
Enjoy. Do we enjoy some Star Wars?
Let me tell you something, Hen. We enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. And we've got some new Star Wars joy.
Yeah, to go along with the review of Dengar that I did last week, or whenever this is going out.
Dengar, aka the best bounty hunter of 2018.
Right behind Zuckus. But he's in the same wave as these three.
Right. And this wave is amazing because this is Hasbro doing what they said they were going to do at San Diego and reset their release philosophy in that they are cutting down the number of waves that are released each year, but eight figures in a case, and this is really the first one to get there, and there's only one that has been out before. A refresh figure is the Bespin Han figure, but otherwise this case is so...
It's so easy too.
Crazy.
I mean, let's pre-order. Give me the case.
I'll
get one of each figure.
And you've always got a use for another Han.
Oh yeah, hell, I'll find something somewhere to put an extra Han.
Han needs to learn how to play Sabak.
Sabak?
So you looked at Dengar.
Yeah.
And he's awesome.
Which is weird. I mean, he came out, I guess, Big Bad Toy Store got straight cases of Dengar.
Yeah. For this, we have numbers 71, 72, and 73. It's Val on Vandor 1, the Imperial Patrol Trooper, and L337, who might just be the most interesting new droid. As far as, man... Say what you want about Disney.
Yeah.
They've handled the droids really well.
Yeah.
BB-8, K2.
Yeah.
Now L3. They're all really, really, really cool. So we're
individuals.
They have personalities, and it's not just a fastidious golden, protocol droid talking most of the time. It's like these guys
or it's not just another protocol droid in a different color,
right? Or a big boop R2 unit,
right? Exactly.
Yeah. Let's take a look at these guys because I think there's a lot to talk about here, and then a little bit of commentary on the overall Black Series line and how we're getting better than we ever have, and maybe Solo in general because. Say what you want. I love the Solo movie, and
I like toys.
We're gonna get these open, and we'll be right back with you.
And there we go, all out of the package.
All out of the package.
Out of the package. There's definitely a theme here,
but it might not be what you expect.
Yeah.
The theme of them all being from Solo.
Well, besides that, the theme besides that is little feet.
They all have little feet.
Yeah, that's weird.
So we're gonna try not to
move around too much because.
Yeah. Oh, Val is the winner.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? She's the first one in the in the sequence. So let's talk about her first. Val as a character, I really liked her in the movie, and she was a good character, but at the same time she was also I don't want to relegate her to full plot device, but. The purpose that she ultimately served in the Solo movie was to give Beckett something that he had going for him ahead of time. And then, of course, she and Rio both die during...
Whoa, spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which forces Beckett to kind of go in with Han and Chewie then as a new crew.
Oh, man, kicking her own ass.
No, that's your thing. But getting this figure actually in hand, there are a lot of details on this as far as the costume goes that didn't read in the movie to me. I didn't pick up on them at all.
Yeah, like these awesome little translucent red piping pieces that run from across her chest, down her arm, out the back into some kind of box on the back.
It's like she's got a box on the back with a blood pressure cuff. over here. But these red tubes, I don't know what's in those tubes. But
why is it metal right here on her chest?
Yeah,
cuff on the thing runs down to her hands, and it looks like some kind of metal,
and then into her fingers.
Yeah, metal on fingers right here.
So are these like bionic parts to help her, or I wonder if like she's been through like battle damage or whatever, and she needs these to like help, you know, supplement natural movement for like her fingers and things like that.
It's hard to tell. It's another one of those things where it's like, it's a nice little detail. They didn't explain it. Didn't have to explain it.
Yeah.
Didn't know about it till we got the figure.
And now, like so many Star Wars characters, you got an action figure, and it's like, oh, there's a little bit of wonderment that how does this how did this come about?
We need to learn more about this. And on top of that, with all this stuff hanging off of her, there's a full range of articulation under. I mean, look at the head tilts on this.
That head tilt
That's
is
insane.
great. And speaking of, the likeness is definitely
with the
very,
photo
very
reel.
nice.
Oh man, and the hair sculpt.
The hair sculpt is cool.
Photo reel. I could never go back to standard painted action figures.
It has split the line in half. Well, not half, but it's definitely.
Yeah.
There's the past and the present.
Yeah.
And there is a strong break between the two, as far as concerned.
She's got gunslinger hand up and down right there. Nice range in the elbow coming up to there. I mean, even with the stuff hanging off her legs.
Yeah.
She gets full
splits
all the way up, back. I mean, look at that knee.
Yeah.
Now it does come up. Look how far it spreads right there on the knee. But
it's still piece right there.
It's still visually, it doesn't break too bad. But man, it definitely.
She's got an interesting look. You know, I mean, she looks like. You know, she can take care of herself.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's like the little scarf thing, but you know, otherwise she's pretty utilitarian in her dress, right?
And it's a nice look.
And she goes well with
Beckett. Yeah.
Beckett.
It's size wise. I guess Woody's kind of a tall guy. I'm guessing. I'm not saying anything about exact heights and such,
right.
But they work well together. So yeah, I can't complain about Val. Yeah. But then we get to L337.
Yeah, now you're going out of order, but that's okay.
I know, that's okay, though. Because talking about Val and all her pipes and tubes and stuff, I never really got a good look at L3 in the movie. So getting this now and seeing all this kind of piecemeal together, are those R2 leg units right here salvaged to keep her together?
I don't think it's wise to be calling her salvage, baby. Don't call Lando's droid salvage. He may not like that.
It's pieced together.
Well, the thing that's interesting about the overall form and shape of this design, not just the figure, is that it seems to be more lean and svelte and whatnot in the upper body, and then boom, you've got these giant like popsicle stick legs that are
very
like
thin
big
from
and
the front,
but then they're big and bulky, and the form is like, if you think of like K2SO from Rogue One, his legs are skinny, and the form he's built in a way that the arms and legs and everything match form together. This is like
popsicle sticks.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
The legs look super strong. Like she could like step over you or like crunch you or something.
Yeah,
but then the feet, but then the feet are so tiny. It's like how's this droid stay in balance?
And it looks cool, and I'm sure it works in the movie. But damn it makes action figure kind of a. You son of a bitch. But
it's very much an L3's personality to prove your ass wrong doing that, right?
And this happens a lot to me. So whenever I'm wanting the figure to fall over, so diva. Getting to that point where these little bitty feet pieces are actually flat and will stand. Of course, we're standing on a piece of cloth on a table that we're bumping around.
Yeah.
I don't know how long, without a stand of some kind on the shelf. But surprisingly, she has all these pipes and wires and stuff hanging down. It's not bad. Well, range, there's some ball joints there. It can get here and here. There's ball joints that the shoulders can come out.
And they can come forward.
Forward and back.
Yeah.
And swivels around. The elbows have wires in them to where it's kind of click. There you go.
Yeah.
It's not that great.
And that's one of those things that it's like, it's a tough call, right? Because from an engineering standpoint, it's not limited because they couldn't do it better or they didn't. Or they got lazy and just didn't do it better. It's the design of the actual character with those tubes and whatnot that would make it really hard. So you got to make a decision. Do you do what's accurate to the screen in terms of looks, or alter that somewhat for functionality.
And we've seen that in toys before.
We have, and I don't think Lucasfilm is big on that, though. I think they're like, there are tubes there that need to be there,
right. And really, when it comes down to it, standing on the shelf, I think I'd rather see a little more accurate look to it. I'm a fan of articulation. She can still,
as proven, as proven by that display in San Diego, she can still put her arm around Lando.
Yeah. Well, they still got ball joints at the hips, forward and back. The knees, there's nothing holding, the knees back. Well, never mind. There is a hose. Oh, no, that's attached to the knee right there. But then these things, you have tilt. Boop, boop, boop. And now that I moved that.
They're not the same, right?
No, this one's a bigger chunk joint right there.
Yeah.
And that one's attached to a wire coming up to here.
Yeah.
I almost feel like inside of a computer, all these wires and components.
And then she goes inside of a computer.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to do that. But
Well, it worked.
Yep. Look at her, and then she's standing again.
I liked the L3 character, the Moxie, the unexpected relationship, I guess, that she had with Lando, and the fact that she goes a long way in explaining the finicky or fickle nature of the Millennium Falcon.
It ties together. It's kind of cool. Another pretty good, nice representation of a character from Solo. What more can you ask for?
And an essential character to the movie.
But
then you got this handsome man.
I'm a trooper kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I like how whenever you took him out of the package and I was working on L3, getting it out of the package, you said he's got Bucky feet. And I knew exactly what you're doing. Oh, he's got little tiny feet at the bottom, and he does. But overall, that's a nice that's a Noose Trapper design. It's late. Ooh. That's a nice trooper design.
Noose Trapper, that sounds like a Star Wars character.
That or a Christian band. But I'm a sucker for trooper.
Well,
it's got that stormtrooper look, but kind of scarify, kind of.
Well, that's where I just made the point of saying, oh yeah, Disney's done a good job with the droids. They've also done a good job with the new trooper designs.
Yeah.
The saga, like the stormtroopers from the saga movies, are the least interesting in my opinion. When you get to other films like Rogue One and Solo, it's like you've got these patrol troopers, the Scarif troopers, the range troopers, all these different ones, and they're cool, and I really like. This is like the step in between the Scout and the full-on stormtrooper, right?
Yeah. This is in between, and it's patrol. So there's a precedent
sense.
for that too.
He's short range. He's not long range like the Scout Trooper, where they've got a little less armor. He's a little bit shorter range for patrol, but he's not. He's got more. He can run if he has to a little bit better than the fully armored stormtroopers.
He can sit.
Yeah.
Which is more than
Look at that.
Yep.
Well, look at here.
I already have a problem after messing with it.
What is it?
Or a couple problems, actually. You have the shoulder armor that runs into the torso.
Yeah.
If you try to lift, you got to push down on the shoulder, work it in to get it up like that.
You can get it, though.
Oh, yeah. And again, like Dengar, is it? Yeah, that's a separate rubber piece on the sculpted shoulder. So if you crash it, it's not going to hurt anything.
So you're saying the spirit of Dengar is alive and well in the Patrol Trooper.
This one, not so much. It seems to stay under. It's no problem at all. Why are the legs on 45-degree pins?
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I don't know if it's because they narrow this up a little bit. But
I thought we were past this.
Hold on a second. Let me confirm.
Let me get this crotch open as big as...
The pins come down like that. It's not terrible, but it doesn't follow the flow of the slot in the leg. So whenever you lift up, it rotates out. Really, you can get around it. It lifts straight forward, and then you can turn. So you get...
But still, that's a weird choice.
I think they did it to keep the hips narrow.
Okay.
But they haven't had a problem with a lot of other figures. Why do it here?
I don't know.
That's odd. Again, that connection between Biker Scout and Stormtrooper. He comes with the Biker Scout pistol.
Right.
He's got the 2-finger grip on it.
Which is kind of cool. I haven't really ever... Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all my Biker Scouts, I've got, 3 of them? They're,
They're on
They're
the bikes.
biking.
Yeah.
They're not scouting.
And then you have what is this, a baton?
I guess so.
It's an odd...
What do they call those things? A slapjack? They're little and hit people in the back of the head over. It's like he's patrolling behind and sneaking up and pow.
It's a nice design. Did we see this a lot in the movie? It was pretty much early, wasn't it?
Yeah. Vandor, right?
Corellia? This was before they got to the mud plant.
Before they got to the mud plant. Yeah.
They were chasing them.
Right.
I also like the extra use of black in the helmet.
The helmet looks really cool. I like just the little teeny splash of green there.
Now I found this figure at I didn't find it at GameStop. I was able to get GameStop for whatever reason. Like Big Bad Toy Store got straight cases of Dengar apparently. GameStops have been getting like one a piece. If they get them at all.
We were out today and didn't see them.
No, but I got at my GameStop. They were able to order it from another GameStop that was about an hour away. So, but I haven't cracked mine yet. But the first thing when I went and picked it up, I looked in the package and look at that little bit of green. Yeah. It's just a nice little splash of color.
Yeah.
You recognize the Stormtrooper, but there's some extra stuff in it.
And the white stripe down the leg, this sounds like, maybe this is a stretch here or whatever, but he's a patrol trooper. It kind of reminds me of like law enforcement a little bit, you know, like that. I don't know why that's ringing to me.
I really like this. The more I sit here and mess with it, I love the lines painted white against the black right there.
That's cool.
Where they're usually blue on white, you know?
Yeah. I still think I like overall the Mud Trooper design as far as the dynamically new.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to see that soon with the release of a Han Solo in that.
Oh, the Mud Trooper. Yeah, gotcha.
I don't need legions of this guy, but he's a good in between the scout and the regular stormtrooper. He finds a new and interesting and different way to take that black and white theme of a stormtrooper and make it something that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I almost at this point I kind of want to see this inverted, the black white, the white black, and see what that comes. I leave the visor. The visor is that kind of greenish.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? I don't know. It's hard to see. Kind of got a green tint to it.
What's his name? New Striper.
New Striper.
New Striper is his name.
I think out of the three we just opened, I like I like L3 and I like Val, but man,
Val's likeness is awfully good.
I can't deny a good trooper.
Yeah, I know you're definitely a trooper. A trooper dude for sure, and I like troopers. I'm more of a individual character. Yeah. So I think Val's speaking to me, especially with this translucent tubing and all of these new costume and maybe like body detail, that I didn't pick up on in the movie, and it brings it out here. She's nice. All of these overall are good, and at the very least, they all look fantastic.
Right. Can't wait for my case to get mine. Yeah. Get them on the shelf.
Get them on the shelf with the rest of the Solo figures that we have gotten, which kind of brings us around to a little something that I wanted to talk about overall is the overall health of the Solo movie action figure support that we have gotten via the Black Series. I'm sure people are going to disagree, and that's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, for the quality of the figures and the expanse of the vital characters and meaningful new troopers that we saw in the Solo, I think this movie has actually been treated and has benefited from the upgrade in the Black Series the most out of any. And sorry, I haven't opened Enfys Nest yet.
I wish we had gotten this Rogue One. Yeah, that's where I'm heading. Rogue One, man. Now that photo reels kicking. All the sculpting. Well, the sculpting's not bad on the Rogue One stuff, but the photo reel makes all the difference.
Cassian and Jyn.
Oh
man, how much would they?
I mean, Chirrut and Baze are not bad, but they could be so much better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, these guys, and then Rio
Rio's
who is
coming.
in this one, and then Han and his Mud Trooper
is coming.
Which I'm gonna probably need a few of those because the mask goes on there, and then it's Trooper, and then Dryden Voss. I mean, with the exception of maybe Maul might be
it'd be cool.
stretch for the core cast. They really, really did a nice job, and overall, that makes me very happy. However, it does bring me to one point of concern with this, and it's
we need to have a Kira that goes with this Han, and a Han that goes with this Kira.
To me, getting the Kira is more important.
Yeah. The majority
and
of the
really,
movie.
it's a Han that would go with this because Kira goes with Moloch.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely, and the really
right.
Trooper.
But I really want the Kessel run Kira. You know, and my issue is that if Rogue One is any indication of how things have gone, we may be in trouble for that actually happening.
But if it doesn't,
kind of stepped away from.
Yeah, I mean, they could fit her into an assortment next year, but at the same time, hell of a job.
It is
representing.
But I want
movie.
but I want a Kessel Run Kira, and I want a Corellia Han, and I'd take a set like this with his speeder.
Well, yeah, the flying
the book,
the rectangle.
Yeah.
I'm driving a box. That wouldn't be bad, but then you'd want Moloch's speeder, and Patrol Trooper rides a speeder, doesn't he?
But you know, it'd be fun to have those two figures.
Yeah, and then get to her crew. It'd be nice to get some, you know. Oh, I can't even remember his name. What is Wicket's name in the? God, don't get me lying. But other characters to fill out the, you know, that side. And you mentioned Maul. It's Maul.
Yeah.
What is he not going to sell?
With bionic legs.
Bionic legs and the robe
and his necklace. And his new lightsaber.
But if this is where it ends, this is a good.
Yeah, with Rio and Dryden and the Mud Trooper, that's a pretty damn good lineup.
Yeah.
Here. I like it.
At the end of the day, buy some Star Wars figures. We'll catch you on the Foosh.
All right, later.